Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I hope your day is off to an amazing start, right? I hope you are excited this morning. I hope you are energized and just ready to have an awesome and productive day. My name is Pinique Singleton from connectwithpinique.com. Welcome to this morning's episode of If You Woke Up, You're Winning. You are winning this morning already just because you were able to open your eyes, just because you were able to get up out of the bed. Yes. So look, today, I don't even really know a topic. You know, sometimes I just think of stuff to talk about it, and we're just going to talk about it. And it's funny because I was going to share something else from the book that I'm reading. Remember, I talked about that book a little bit on yesterday. But today, I actually want to talk about a conversation that I had with a young lady yesterday. You know, one of my friends sent me a text message, and she's like, I need help. And so I was like, okay, just call me, you know. So we had this conversation, and I said, all right. I was talking to this young lady for quite some time yesterday evening. So I said, you know what? This is something that I want to share with other people. So this morning, what I want to talk about it, and what the problem that she was having is she had a goal that she was trying to reach. And she's been getting distracted. She's been having trouble staying focused. You know, she's just off track. You know, it was something that she wanted to accomplish a while back. She should have been done with it, but she's not. And so she's asking me, what do I need to do? And so, first of all, what I told her she first needs to do is figure out, is this something that she wants to do, right? So that's what I want to tell you guys. If there's something that you're working towards and you're having trouble accomplishing it, if you keep getting distracted, if you can't stay focused, if you can't get to the finish line, my first question is it something that you want to do, right? Is it really something that you want to do, or is it something that you feel like you're supposed to do? Is it something, you know, that your parents want you to do, that your spouse wants you to do? Is it something that you feel like, well, you know, my mom did this, my dad went down this path, so I'm naturally supposed to fall in line right here, right? Or is it maybe something that they didn't get a chance to do? Maybe they didn't go to college and they want you to be the first one, but do you want to be the first one? Is that your path for your life? So my first thing that I told her is figure out, is it something that you want? Is it your goal? Is it your dream? Or is it somebody else's? Is it something that you just feel like you have to do? Because if it's somebody else's dream, I'm trying to tell you, it's not going to work, because you're not going to have that same passion behind it. So first you have to figure out, do you want to do this, right? Or are mama and them living vicariously through you? Do they want you to be the first one in the family to go to college because they feel like that's going to be a better opportunity than they had? Like, are they living through you? Because if that's the case, I'm going to tell you that it's not too late for them. I was on Facebook the other day, and a young lady had posted that her mom had just graduated from, I think, college. But this young lady was probably late 20s, early 30s. So her mom had to be maybe like 40s, 50s, maybe even 60s. So my thing is this. It's not too late for them. So if that's their dream, let them do it. Because if it's not your dream, it's not your dream. You can't take on other people's dreams. So I told her first, you got to figure out if you want to do it. But the next thing is so important. The next thing is you have to figure out why. You have to figure out your why. You know, I mean, why did you decide? If you do decide, yes, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, the next question is why. Right? And I mean your real why, right? You kind of have to peel back. A why is kind of like onions. You have to peel back the layers. You can't just give that first reason, because when you give the first reason, you need to take it one step further and say, but why though? Right? If you're trying to lose weight, why? It can't just be, well, I want to look cute this summer. No. You know what I mean? That's not enough. What's your real why? Well, because I want to be healthy. Why do you want to be healthy? Because I don't want to get a disease, you know, from being obese. Why? I know obesity causes diabetes. I know it can cause blood pressure. My parent died from that. Like, really go into the why. I don't want to die from that. Why? Because I want to be here for my kids. That's the real why, right? So you have to get all the way down to the real why, because if you don't, it's not going to work. Okay? Because your why has to be strong enough to keep you going when you feel like quitting. You understand what I'm saying? And so if your why isn't strong enough, you're going to let distractions creep in. You're going to let other things get in the way. You know, I heard somebody yesterday tell me that, you know, I want to work from home, but I can't do sales. And I said, well, why can't you do sales? She said, because I don't like hearing the word no. But you have to figure out, is your why stronger than your dislike for the word no? I mean, if you want to, if you want to work from home because you want to spend time with your kids, if you want to work from home because, you want to be able to provide better for your kids because you think it's going to be more money, what's stronger? Your hate for the word no, or you wanting to reach this goal? So my question for her, and I didn't ask her this when we were talking, but do you hate hearing no more than you hate, not being able to provide for your children? Do you hate hearing no more than you hate having to tell your children no? Because see, they want to run track, but you can't afford the spikes, right? They want to go, your daughter wants to go and do gymnastics, but you can't afford how much it costs. So do you hate hearing the word no, and you don't want to do a sales job because you don't want to hear the word no? Or do you hate telling your kids no? Like, what's stronger, right? So you got to have a strong why. Okay, so that's my thing. It all goes back to your why. And then my friend last night said, I get distracted. I can't stay focused. I don't understand it. And I said, your why is not strong enough. Because if your why is strong enough, it's going to keep you going on those days that you want to quit. If your why is strong enough, you're not going to get distracted. You're not going to get tempted. She said, but I'm good when there's no temptations around. But how many of y'all understand that you have to have temptations? You have to have distractions because it's part of the process. It's part of the process. You have to go through certain things. And I told her last night, I said, you're trying to go around. You don't want to go through. But when you go through, it makes you stronger. When you go through, it builds your character. When you go through, you learn, right? You learn. So you got to go through it. So that's part of your development. That makes you a stronger person. So you have to, but when your why is strong enough, you have the ability to resist those temptations. You have the ability to resist the distractions. You have the ability to keep going when you don't feel like it, right? Just like, for example, with me, right now, y'all know I'm working on trying to lose a little bit of weight, trying to get rid of this little extra around my stomach area, right? And the other day at work, we had cake and ice cream. We had a cookout, actually. But it was easy for me to avoid the food. But the cake and ice cream, oh my gosh. The cake and ice cream was calling my name. But my why for why I wanted to lose some weight and why I want to get rid of this extra weight in my stomach was stronger than my desire for the cake and ice cream, right? So your why has to be strong, right? I mean, that cake looked good, y'all. That cake looked good. But anyway, my why was stronger, right? And it's not just like, oh, I want to look cute for the summertime. I want to be healthy. And you guys are saying, oh, you look good. You're not obese. You're not overweight. I don't understand it. But I don't want to get there because, see, nobody ever ate one cheeseburger that pushed them over the edge, right? Nobody ever ate, one order of fries that pushed them over the edge. So I'm trying to get rid of this now before it spirals out of control. Because I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have blood pressure issues. I don't want to have problems due to being overweight. Yeah, I'm not near that now. But my why for wanting to go ahead and knock this out is so much stronger than like, oh yeah, I just wanted to look a little better, right? So that allowed me to say, I don't need that cake. I don't need that ice cream. So what are your distractions? What are your temptations? And what is your why? If your why cannot keep you going, if your why cannot push you, it's not strong enough. And some people say your why should make you cry. And I don't really say that because everybody doesn't cry. But I think your why should make you work. Whenever you think about it, it should make you keep going. Whenever you're having that bad day and everything seems to be going wrong, you should be able to think about that why. And you should be able to push through no matter what. And if that doesn't happen, your why isn't strong enough. And until you figure that out, you're not going to reach your goals. So if you're somebody that's having trouble reaching your goals, if you're somebody having trouble accomplishing your dreams, you need to go back and think about your why. Why are you doing it? And I mean, why are you really doing it? Not the first reason. When you come up with that first reason, then you say, well, why do I want to do that? I was talking to somebody else. They want to work from home. Why? Because I want more time. Why? What are you going to do at that time? I'm going to spend it with my kids. Why? Because I didn't have my parents around when I was growing up. Why? That caused problems for me. I got in trouble because they weren't around. See what I'm saying? You got to keep going to the underlying issue that's going to make you push through those bad days. It's going to make you push through the disappointments and the failures because those are going to happen regardless, right? They're just learning experiences. But if you let them stop you, you'll never accomplish your goals. And that's it. That's all. I mean, that's really all I have for you guys. I mean, I wrote down some notes and everything, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So if you're having trouble reaching your goals, examine your why and examine if it's something that you really want to do in the first place. So that's my advice to you. That's what I gave to my friend last night, and I figured there was a reason we had that talk, and we were on the phone until like 1 in the morning. So I said maybe I need to share this with some other people as well. So hopefully this helped you. If you're going through something, If you can't seem to stay focused, if you can't seem to get to your goals, reevaluate your why, and that's going to get you there. All right. You might even find that, hey, this isn't something I want to do. This is somebody else's dream. And then if that's the case, you need to figure out what you want to do. Because if you don't want it, it's never going to happen. You can't do it for somebody else. You got to do it for you. So that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. So I hope somebody found value in this. I hope this helped at least just one person. If this helped just one person, then, you know, I'm doing my job this morning right. I just wanted to share that because, like I said, there was a reason this person texted me. There was a reason we were on the phone for hours and talking through this. So somebody needed this morning. If it wasn't you, like, comment, and share so somebody else can see the video because it might help them today, all right, or tomorrow or whenever they see it. All right, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. Good morning, Jennifer, Rebecca, Tisha, let's see, Paquita, Pamela, my cousin out there. Let's see, Precious, what's going on? Samuel, see you on here every morning. I appreciate you, sir. Deshay, what's up? Good job on the weight loss. I'm seeing your pictures. I'm feeling it. Let's see who else is on here this morning. Leroy. I think that's everybody. If I missed anybody, y'all know I apologize. I didn't mean it, but I thank you guys for rocking with me this morning. It just brightens my day to see y'all on here in the mornings. I love coming and spending a little time with you. So thank you guys for hanging out. Anybody catching the replay, I appreciate you as well. And I'm going to get out of here. But before I go, I just want you to understand that it's time for you to get off of Facebook and get out there and be great on purpose today, because I know you can do it. I believe in you. You just have to start believing in yourself, and you have to make the choice to be great. So y'all choose greatness on this Tuesday, and just make sure you got a strong why, and you're going to reach those goals, all right? So I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome and amazing day. I'll see y'all first thing in the morning.